Welcome to Gene and Mike do the New York Times crossword.
Hi, I'm Jean.
And I'm Mike. And today we're doing the crossword for Sunday, January 25th, 2026. So, what did you think of today's crossword?
Well, it didn't really grab me. It was a good puzzle, but the theme just didn't really grab me because, I'm not that techie.
You're not?
But you are. So I think maybe you should talk about the theme.
All right.
So,
There was a theme
yes.
based on the fact that the title was Alert.
Uh-huh.
And there were a number I didn't think to count because I didn't think I was going to be covering the theme here.
Oh, well, there were quite a few themed clues. I think there were at least 6 or 7. And they were common alerts that you get on the computer,
Yes,
right?
Right.
And they had punny clues to go along with them. So,
Yes.
for example, the first one was 23 across, which was the cabinet with plates looks awfully full. And the answer to that was out of disk space.
Yes.
So then there was 43 across, which was it's saying you completed the marathon in under 2 hours, which can't be right. And that was runtime error.
That was pretty funny.
I don't know, I've never seen that one before.
Oh.
And then we had 91 across. Those pancakes are piled way too high, and that was a stack overflow. And then we need to go back to 70. 70 across. Sorry, we'll have to put the old panes back in. Panes spelled P-A-N-E, like window panes. And the answer to that was Windows update failed.
Right.
I have had that several times on my work computer. And then we had 98 across. Your emery board will never fit in this tiny toiletry bag. Boy, it took me a long time to get that one. File too large.
Yes.
And then we had 122 across. Your waiter's nowhere to be seen. This one I did find quite funny. Server not found.
Right. And there's one other one, 51 across. Is that a cough I hear? Virus detected.
Yes. So anyway, I made it through, but it did take me a long time because even though I do get error messages, I just didn't recognize some of those. So
yeah, most of those phrases resonated with me, so that
I
definitely
figured
helped.
they would. I figured you probably just breezed right through this.
I didn't have too much trouble. I did have one mistake. That was, okay, now you have to guess.
Oh, dear. Was it 130 across?
130 across.
Way at the bottom, doesn't care for, neglects.
Not really.
That's where I had mistakes.
Really?
Yeah. So
did you misspell neglect?
No, I wasn't quite sure what 124 down was that runs through it, and it was a remote abreve.
Right.
And I couldn't quite grasp that. Now that I read it, they're talking about like a TV remote.
Yeah, remote control.
Yeah. The answer was VOL.
For volume, right?
For volume, but I had no idea, so I was just throwing letters in there right and left. So eventually I got to the L, and then it's solved. But where was your mistake?
My mistake was with 52 down, German for city.
Oh, yes.
And that crossed with 76 across, blank Bora, embattled Afghan region. And so I thought it was, I remember maybe a movie called Bora Bora.
No, it was called Tora Tora Tora. That was a Japanese World War II film.
This is a really dull movie that you probably fell asleep in. It was called Bora Bora. Right. Anyways, so I had, instead of STAT, because the name for 76 across should have been Tora Bora, I had it as Bora Bora, which meant that the city was STADB.
Oh, no.
And somehow that just looked wrong.
No, yeah, definitely.
But I didn't know because I was sure it was Tora Tora. But you're saying it was Tora Tora Tora?
Tora.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was close. I was
Yeah.
just off by one letter and 2 repetitions.
Well, to maybe ease your pain on that, I put Bora first.
Oh, good.
But then I remembered, no, they were talking about Tora Bora, when we were there fighting. So
We were there fighting? I don't remember that.
yeah, 76.
Not us personally.
No,
Okay.
yeah. Afghan, when we were in the Afghan war.
I'm pretty sure I was not in the Afghan war. You
No,
keep
yes.
saying like we.
It was, after 9/11 and eventually.
Okay, so the U.S. was fighting in Afghanistan, not us personally. I thought we'd been on a trip and we were arguing.
No,
For example, I was saying, I think this is Chicago, and you were saying, no, it's Tora Bora.
No,
That could have been the cause of the argument.
But yeah, so I remember that Tora Bora.
Okay. There were a lot of fun clues. I liked the Apple TV reference. We had 6 across. Apple TV comedy that received 20 Emmy nominations for its first season. I couldn't remember the last name. I thought it's like Ted, and that's as far as I got, but it was Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso.
And then I thought it also interesting, we had 80 down, canning package, ? Severance, which was funny, and also the name of another Apple TV series that won lots of nominations.
I was slow on that one. It was just like Severance, canning package. What? And then eventually I figured out they were talking about firing someone and giving them severance pay.
So you figured out the answer first, and then you figured out why the answer was right after.
I looked at it and it's got to be severance. I had all the letters except maybe 1 or 2. I'm like, it's got to be severance, but I couldn't quite make the connection. But I eventually did.
One that's not too critical, but I didn't recognize it. 6 down, Cable Co., short for company, that was purchased by AT&T in 1999. I thought it was MCI.
I did too.
And it was TCI.
Yeah. Yeah, I put MCI. But
that would have made it Med Lasso.
But then maybe MCI was a phone company.
I think it was.
But I thought it was maybe branched out into television too, because it seems like all those tech companies do more than one thing.
That's true. And AT&T probably owns all of them at this point. 8 down, William, Edward, and Harry E.G. I went for heirs, Heirs, but it turned out to be dukes.
That's right.
And I had trouble with 15 down, prosthetic facial feature of Peter Falk. And I'm like, okay, I know he didn't have a real eye, so I went for false eye.
Oh, no, it's glass eye.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know that now. Let's see. Did you get 8? I'm sure you got 18 down right away. Skincare company, Aveeno.
Aveeno, yes.
Once again, I went for Avita.
Oh dear, no, they're more hair. Well, they do skin too. But...
See, I and the one next to it is even more embarrassing. Football snapper. I went for a hiker. Because I thought, what's the name of the person who hikes? The hiker.
No, he's the center.
Turns out to be
Now
the professionals call them the hiker.
No, they don't.
So like the really good chess players call it the horsey. 24 down, thingamabob. I so much wanted that to be a tchotchke, but it was a doodad.
That's right.
So I'll have to live with that. 25 across. I could swear, although maybe I shouldn't, that I've never seen this word before. Triangular sail Latine. Lateen.
I think I've seen it before, but I didn't remember it. But I got it through the crosses.
It is not a debut here. It has appeared 37 times.
Yeah, I think I've seen that before.
It appeared in 2022, 2020, and I was not sure if I was doing crosswords much before then. 2019, 2014, 1993. First time it appeared, 1944. And in 1944, it was clued not as a sail, but as a Mediterranean vessel. The Latine.
The Latine.
Sounds like a language that you might want to learn. Yes, I speak the Latine. Let's see. I liked 31 across. That was a noble gas, neon.
Right.
So we had our dukes, and now we have our noble gas.
I don't think those two things are really related.
No.
No.
33 across. It's good for the long haul. Semi.
Yes, I like that clue.
Hmm.
That was a good one. Uh-huh.
Did you get the one next to it? Sphere of 36 across. Sphere of creativity. Art scene.
No, that took a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that took a while. Mm-hmm.
We had 42 across. No, 42 down. One cutting corners. Miter saw.
Yeah.
And we just had pit saw.
That's right.
So we've gone from a pit saw to a miter saw.
Mm-hmm. We're getting all our tools in here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh. I bet you got 50 across right away. 50 across was actress Edibiri of The Bear.
Ayo. Yes, I did. Because I have memorized her name. Mm-hmm. So.
Ayo Edibiri. Mm-hmm. I, alas, have not.
Uh-huh. Someday I'm going to watch that show. Mm-hmm. I hear it's very, very good.
We had 73 down. Exam marks. Ticks.
Yes.
As in check mark, I guess.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not how I grade, so I was a little bit confused by that, but I figured it out eventually.
Yep.
And we had, 75 down, I think needs some elaboration. Smallest Canadian province, PEI.
Yep.
That is true, but there are first of all, there are 3 territories.
None of it?
Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and Yukon. Mm-hmm. And they're all smaller. And PEI is the second fastest growing of the Canadian provinces.
Well, but land-wise, it can't grow because it's an island, right? So it's going
it might. The people might spill over into the sea. No, I guess you're right.
I didn't realize the territories were smaller than that island because I don't think it's...
Well, in population.
in population.
Yeah, okay. I read that. Whenever I think about the smallest, I think in terms of numbers, but you're right.
I think in terms of square miles.
None of it is huge. I mean,
that's what I was
the Northwest Territories is as large as the U.S. probably, or it's very large in any event.
Mm-hmm. But that's one of my favorite provinces, Prince Edward Island. Very, very pretty. Part of Canada.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Interestingly, the author of this crossword, Mark McLachlan, is a faculty member at the University of British Columbia. Oh. So that's probably
the other side of Canada there.
Why he had PEI on the brain. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. We had 97 across was quite good. That was, it's just under a foot. Soul.
Yeah.
S-O-L-E.
Right. Right.
And 87 down, that was modern seize the day, YOLO.
YOLO. You only live once. Yes.
As opposed to carpe diem. Mm-hmm. I think carpe diem sounds classier.
Oh, yes.
Although YOLO's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Seize the day.
108 down. Did you get this one right away? Property of curium, but not cerium. Hard C.
I got the hard, and I thought, they both have R's. It must be a hard R.
A hard R?
I don't know what a hard R is.
I want to know
that was another problem I was having with neglect, because I had, knee hurts. So, no, I didn't get it right away, but I finally was like, what am I thinking? There's no such thing as a hard R.
Well, if you have to trill it.
Yeah, like a pirate. Hard R.
I don't know what a soft R sounds like.
Just hard.
112 across. National Poetry Mo, short for month, was APR for April.
That's right.
Did you know that National Poetry Month was in April?
I did not, but now that I do, I'm going to focus on poetry.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Here comes the IRS. Run. That's my poem for April.
Oh, okay.
95 down. Let's see. That was betrays in a way. Flips on.
Flips on.
That was unexpected.
There were a lot of answers that were like that. Like we had go free at 5 down, and we had
that was walk. The walk. The answer was go. That was a great clue.
It was a great clue, but I just thought, man, we've got a lot of them with like little phrases, rather than just singular words, but they involved on or in or things like that. Mm-hmm. So
it's a Canadian way of doing crosswords.
I guess, but there was 64 down. Look in on, and So, yeah, I just kind of noticed that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think that is it for the crossword.
Okay.
So, well done, Mark McLaughlin.
Yeah.
And that is it for today, since we have no other segments.
Nope.
But we will be back with our Jam Katwa for this week, as well as our cutting edge analysis of Monday's crossword. And all of that will be happening tomorrow.
Bye-bye.